Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the New York Jets. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Heinz Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. McCown going to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. McCown throwing on second. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now a handoff to Crowell. And a short gain down to about the 33. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
McCown to throw on second down. Incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. From the gun, it's McCown. Letting one go deep for Enunwa. Quincy Enunwa, 33 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. He's still barreling through. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and learning all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
Let's go, let's go.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go. 4 down.
They'll go again with Bell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football.
Let's go.
But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This is Bell on the dump off. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Bell. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go. 4 down.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out come the Jets. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield, It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
The pitch to Crowell. And a short gain down to about the 33. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Again, it's Crowell. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, 33 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that.
And the defense loses it. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
Let's go! One day. Hey. We got three. Big.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Steve McClendon able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. On second down, Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on third and goal.
Let's go now.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. Steve McClendon in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And open left side is Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Only needed a yard, instead went backwards. He gets it to Brown, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. Now a first down carry by Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. It was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. They'll toss it to Crowell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd down, here's McCown. He's going to fire one deep, and this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 39 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out come the Steelers. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throw left side complete. It's Bell, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he finds McDonald. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the give, this is their fullback. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And the Jets set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's McCown. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Here's a give to Crowell. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. McCown going to throw it here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. McCown to throw. He's got Curse. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. McCown now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe, close, to letting this slip away.
To throw is McHale, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And with the play clock counting down towards 0, Todd Bowles will take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field. Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he'll return this ball across midfield. To the 47-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Slow.
First down, a run with Hyde. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second down, Rivers. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up. An
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Corey Legent. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now Taylor down around his goal line. And Taylor cannot escape. He goes down to the end zone. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead on peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. Throwing, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Fielded at the 20. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Taylor. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Tyrod Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And the sneak works on second and goal. They didn't wait until it was fourth down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
To throw, Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hurry up!
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now Gordon on first down. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have...
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Play action. Now Taylor rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this one's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On third down, Taylor. Complete here. It's high. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Four-yard punt, return of 9. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, here's Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Now Taylor on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 4. And it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, Taylor completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll give to Hyde, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Taylor now to throw on second down. And that's going to be caught from Rivers, touchdown. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Jamie Meter forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Now Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. To throw is Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Allen, the intended receiver.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Slow. Ready. Flag for 2. Flag for.
They start the drive with Hyde. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Slow. Ready.
To throw on second down. Taylor over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Handoff comes to Hyde. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They run it again with Hyde. And some room to work. Hyde dancing past it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
On first down, it's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. On 3rd and goal, Taylor. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And now here is another interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.